Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Welcome back to the
Hello.
Homebrewery. It is
Yay!
a pleasure. So, couple things before we get into it. We are. You've noticed that uploads and live streams have been pretty sporadic. We promise it's not for lack of trying. If you know Dungeons and Dragons, you know the worst thing ever: scheduling
you know, you know.
conflicts.
It's like I had to go and get married or something.
Yeah. Tons of life stuff has just been happening super fast, and also medical stuff has been popping up randomly for like each of us at different times. None of it's ever at the same time. It's always one right after the other.
Yeah, we're all taking turns.
It's
Yeah.
awful.
Yeah, I hate taking turns. What are we talking about again?
But because we can't continue the Paragon tonight, we are going to just chill and make some homebrew monsters. And, one other thing is all this background audio you'll be hearing is from tabletopaudio.com. Not sponsored, by the way. Just shout out.
Just big fans.
Yep. Love it. But without further ado, let's just jump right into it. So we've got, we like to randomize how it's kind of randomize the monsters that we make. However, we found sometimes we did too many things, and despite it being randomized, it was very restrictive of like, what level of play is the monster? What is the size of the monster? And it kind of like, it was fun. Don't get me wrong. We made some great monsters with that.
But you see a lot of repetitions.
Oh, you see a lot of repetitions, and we kept ending up just by sheer chance just making high level monsters, which is like, we want the low levels to have some love too.
Yeah. Because, we want to see things while we're in our current campaign.
Yeah. So,
I mean, that didn't stop you from putting a freaking Abyssal Weaver in our campaign.
well, yeah, but it was technically your guys's.
It was so scary. Also, that's my favorite creation we've made so far. Hands down,
Same.
not even a chance.
All right.
Just wait till we encounter a gasp walker.
I mean,
I
it's
love
not
the
as,
gas walker.
It's not as scary as mathematically as a Abyssal Weaver.
Mathematically, no. Aesthetically, yeah. It can be.
But
Just a different flavor.
we have only got 2 wheels to spin. One is the creature type. What is the type of creature? So, aberration, construct, dragon, elemental, all that stuff. Which, okay, I did remember to add elemental to the list. I was like, wait, did I? But anyway, so we have all those. The second wheel is going off of the vibes. Before we did it just as a kind of like a strict aesthetic kind of a thing. But we decided to do it a bit more loosey-goosey this time around. of just what comes to mind when, what is this vibe? And so the vibes we have are Spoopy, Chadley, Yas Queen, Vanilla, Ick, Smooth Criminal, literally anything, Gremlin, and just a little guy.
Yes.
I
Yes,
approve.
queen.
I approve this message.
So we're going to create a monster. We're going to create from scratch.
As one does.
And we're going to go to 5.5. And how about we randomize this?
Low-key hoping it lands on dragon.
Doesn't look like it.
Darn.
Fiend.
Fiend.
Okay.
Fiend.
Been a
He's just
while
a
since
little
we've done
guy.
Fiend. And now for the vibe.
A vanilla
vibe
fiend
check.
would be funny.
Yeah.
The vibe check. Oh.
A spoopy fiend.
I knew I was gonna do something spoopy today.
All right. Well, all right. So here's what I'm thinking. I don't know like the full vibe yet. I don't have like a picture, like a direct picture. But I know we've done the Abyssal Weevil. The Abyssal
We have
Weaver.
done weevils though.
I know the Spore Weevil.
Poor Weevil.
But we've done the
The
Abyssal Weaver, which is a demon. So I think we go to the lawful
it?
side. Yeah, he was a demon. The Abyss is where the demons are. So I think
Huh.
we go to the
I
lawful.
thought it was feed.
No, demons are fiends.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
So I'm thinking we go. I'm thinking we go to the other end, the lawful end, and make a devil instead.
Because
And-
devils
So-
are also considered fiends, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I say we do a devil. I'm okay with that.
So something
Spooky
that
devil.
something that is lawful. So something that you could probably make a deal with. Now the thing is with devils, we know that they tend to have high charisma. That is like the
Depending on the type of devil it is, yeah.
With spoopy, it can
Good
be
chunk.
very intimidating.
pretty much any devil with any sort of power, unless they're literally just the mindless slugs.
Well, here's the thing. What kind of level do we want to shoot for how difficult this thing is?
We want lower levels. I would say somewhere between levels 3 and 7, somewhere in that.
Which means it's not going to be some mastermind
Well-
creature. It's
Well,
going to be more of a...
not necessarily, because let me look at. We're gonna go to Fiend.
Yeah, I should have that open too.
Yeah.
My only personal exposure to devils
Is your boyfriend.
is my boyfriend and Raphael.
See, no, that's not true. You've got the butler of the bearded devil,
And the butler.
Bro.
and you also have Ivor, who's an imp. So
And Ivor.
take a look at this, Andrew. The bearded devil is only level challenge rating 3, 58 HP. So this is a level 3 boss monster, basically. But at your guys' level, you would decimate this thing. But the thing
Of
is,
course.
he's got magic resistance, multi-attack. He attacks with the beard spikes and his glaive. So yeah, there's a
He's got decent charisma.
yeah.
Spooky.
Hellhound, Marinaluk, Nightmare. Gibberlings? What is that? A swarm of Gibberlings? I don't have access. Tooth and Claw, Barghest. There's a lot of things I've never heard of before. Incubus is level 4.
Exactly. So even though the thing is it's not, it doesn't have to be this all-powerful mage. What the point I'm trying to make is it can be a smart creature that uses underhanded tactics and can manipulate somebody. It could potentially lead a gang of bandits or a gang of smaller devils, kind of a thing, potentially.
I don't know why, but the first image that came to my mind was like a very unnaturally skinny creature with very long fingers. That's what I was picturing.
Well, the thing about that is, I was thinking the exact same thing, but very spiky as well.
Yeah, so I want him to have very long fingers for sure. And he can
Yeah.
definitely talk. But what kind of a vibe? Do we want him to be like a mind controller kind of a thing? Do we want him to be able to be like cursing people or doing like scary auras against things around them? I kind of like the mind control a little bit. That's a little too intense for a level 3 or 4. It's one thing to charm and hold them in place or make them walk towards you. It's another to do dominate person and make them act against their friends, you know?
You got these spined devils. That's what they look like.
Right. A night hag.
Yep, they are fiends. Marinloth.
Tanaruk is a demon? A devil? No, he's a demon. Tanaruk.
You've already fought one of those.
I did?
Yep. It was a puppet.
Oh. Oh yeah, I remember that guy.
Ew.
Ew, gross. I like this.
But yeah. Here you go. Cambions, which is technically what Raphael is. Challenge rating 5.
Cambions are challenge rating 5?
Yeah, Raphael is a very special case.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, the Cambions are your classic devil. That's basically what that is basically what Ghost's boyfriend is.
Oh, and they can cast Dominate Person.
Yeah.
The level 8 version of Dominate Person once a day. That's awesome. And then Plane Shift. Okay. So do we want to make something that is more sentient and like can talk and make deals and is creepy, or do we want to do more like creepy beastly horror kind of a thing?
I'm thinking we get something.
I feel like a lot more of the demons tend to be the more beastly, creepy things, where devils tend to be a little more conniving.
Whoops.
Talking, planning, you know?
Oops.
Yeah. Ooh, okay.
Oh, we already have that. It's a barbed devil. It's thin and spiky, got long fingers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Infernal Collectors. Barbed devils fanatically protect troves of treasures and scour the plains of existence for additions to their hordes. Hamatulas among the ranks of the Nine Hells. Protect their barbed hides with the most prized possessions and trophies. Huh.
All right.
I like it. So maybe not spiky. Because, yeah, that's like exactly what I had in my mind. Just a barbed devil. Sweet tooth horror. That's awesome.
Hell wasp.
Yeah, what are you guys thinking, Erica and Gavin? Like, do you want, do you thinking something a little more conniving? Because if it's spoopy, going to be a little more creepy.
I already agreed to that like 3 times. Yes. Something more sentient and conniving.
But do we want it to be... Wait, share your screen on Discord. Can you do that?
Yeah. I'll just have to turn off my audio. Because I can't hear the music anyway.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know why. But when I have it on here, I can't hear the music because, I have to keep the sound off.
We could call it like a smog demon, something like that. So rather than like Mr. Fog, it's like it has like a kind of hidden in the smog, or not demon.
Well,
I keep saying demon, but I mean devil. But
well,
like,
let's look at. Let's look at the 9 hells.
oh yeah, good idea, good idea. Let me see what you're making real quick.
So, you have Avernus,
Ooh.
which is the front line
I
of
like
the
the
Blood
face.
War. Yeah, you have Avernus, which is the front line of the Blood War. After Avernus, you have I think knowing the landscape and what kind, like maybe if we can figure out which layer of hell it might come from.
Will help us narrow it down.
Yeah. So we have Avernus, which is the one that we've all seen. It's the one that you see at the beginning of Baldur's Gate 3. It's where Zariel is. And then you have Dis, the second circle of hell. When described as its own layer, it was a flat, barren plain containing little more than black, stagnant rivers, stretching for thousands of miles until it reached some rolling hills. The sky was a cloudy, dull green, shot through with lightning. In the center of this plain rose the iron city of Dis, several miles in height and hundreds of miles wide. The foul rivers radiated from a moat big enough to be called a lake surrounding the iron city. The world tree view of the Iron City was much the same but bigger, having been expanded by countless minions following Disputter's grand plan. The walls of the buildings, the stoves, the street glowed the dull red of hot iron. More than brief skin contact resulted in severe burns. Prisoners of war, tormented underlings, criminals, and kidnapped victims were kept in underground dungeons where their wails of woe could be heard filtering up through small vents in the iron walls. Above it all rose the Iron Tower, where Dispater sat and schemed, untouchable in the world axis view. Untouchable. In the world axis view, the city of Dis was enclosed in a huge cavern accessible from Avernus through a tremendous iron gate in the side of a mountain. Minaros is endless bog of vile pollution, decaying bodies. You've got...
Yeah, I like that one. That was my favorite so far.
You got Phlegethos, which is basically liquid magma, obsidian, all that stuff, active volcano, rivers of fire. The most hell classic depiction of hell.
Yep.
And then Stygia, a bottomless ocean with glaciers and ice. And that's where Mephistopheles is frozen, if I remember correctly.
Well, I don't know who that is.
Archdevil. Each one has an archdevil over him. And then basically you've got Malbolge, which looks like just endless tunnels. Let's see. Yeah, basically just it is underground network of tunnels with and just rocks layered on rocks, kind of a thing. We're doing black stone and smog. And then you have
Maladomini.
Basically full of abandoned and half-built cities and stuff. And he's just never satisfied, apparently, the Archdevil. And so, yeah, a colossal maze of passages, each several miles, that eventually led to Cania, Malbolgia, and Nessus. All three models agreed that the seventh hell was filled with ruins of old cities. So, yeah. Then you have Cania. Looks like a bunch of an even colder glacial thing. There is no ocean.
Pure ice.
Yep. And then you have the ninth layer, which is Nessus. The ninth and deepest hell was of a land of extremes in the Great Wheel View. Regions as cold as Cania, volcanoes like Phlegethos, a lake of ice, a flaming forest, sheer cliffs, fire winds, and a citadel even larger than Kin Oin in Hades. Later, the Kin Oin became a part of the Abyss. The World Tree View did not contradict this description of Nessus, but focused more on the blasted and torn landscape out of which rose Malshim, the citadel of hell. It was said that Malshim could hold millions of devils within its mountainous edifice, from the lowest warrens deep in the trench to the soaring spires miles above the tortured plain. The World Axis model agreed that a progression of rifts, pits, and chasms lead down and down, forming a vertical maze hundreds of miles deep that contained great cities, fiendish armies, and the mighty fortress of the overlord Asmodeus. And that's where he resides.
I think so. I looked it up to see if there's anything with the name already. You know what we could make? A bog devil. Just something simple. Lives in the in that one. Just call it the bog devil. As an example. I like Minaros.
Yeah, maybe it does like the bog devil revels in filth and decay, and it maybe has like poison gas attacks.
And it can release like a smog that makes it hard to see.
Yeah,
Very obscured.
bog devil. Monster type.
So yeah, I searched
Beam.
bog and nothing came up. Let me put it under all monsters. Enjoy bog. There's Boggle, Bullywag, Bog Sage, and Nilbog. But those are all Fey.
Nilbog. I remember those being awful. Oh, it's just those weird goblin-like dudes. Never mind. Alrighty. Size, I think...
Medium or large?
I'm thinking medium. We've done a lot of large monsters.
I say we do medium.
Alignment, lawful, evil. Okay.
Their language is fiendish.
We can get that a bit later. That's down here. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think this guy is doing any traditional spell casting.
No?
Nah, I think he's got natural abilities.
I think so too.
Yeah, let's take a look at some other fiends just so I can see like because it's like even the incubus / succubus doesn't have the incubus doesn't even have
Yeah, no, they don't.
spells. Oh wait, there
It's
it is.
inherent.
Spell casting. Never
Oh,
mind.
yeah.
It's in the actions, not in the.
I feel like we could at least look through the spell list and see if there's any that would fit the vibe.
I mean, I know there are. There's fog cloud. There's poison spray. There's.
I think I'd rather have the fog one be an inherent ability
Yeah.
rather than a spell. Because then we can do what we want with it.
Yeah. I think he should have magic resistance.
I agree. Is it just yeah. And then we could do something like stinking cloud or something like that. Or like
I mean,
awful
that
stench.
Yeah, I think awful stench is better because stinking cloud is an actual spell.
Yeah, awful stench. If you're within 5 feet of it, you have to make a saving throw or you start vomiting. A constitution saving throw.
I don't. Well, I'd want it to, rather than inducing vomiting, I would leave that up to the player, but definitely give an effect.
Well, not always, because like there's some effects where it's like you start coughing. If you fail, you start coughing uncontrollably. If you start laughing uncontrollably, you start dancing against your will. You start, and there are ones that make you vomit. More, I say that as like more as a have it affect your. I want it to have more than just the vomiting. I want it to have like some kind of effect. You start vomiting and lose an action, or I don't know. I'm just spitballing here.
No, that's way too powerful for this level. If imagine being the dex-based fighter, or you don't have like an insane constitution. Maybe you're a rogue. All right, I'm gonna go and hit him. Oh, sorry, you failed. So you got close to it, so you don't get your turn. It's one thing to have it use its action or a legendary action to take away your turn, because then it's actively doing something. But to passively completely nullify someone's turn is pretty busted for this low level. If we were going in the double digits of challenge rating, then I'd be like, yeah, let's go for it. But we're making a mediocre devil at best.
Right. Fair.
And so
So what kind of effect could it have?
The poisoned condition.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that. And if you succeed, or I think maybe if you enter its space, or if you end your turn in its space.
I think it would be entering its space.
You enter its space,
and then if you enter its and if you enter its space, you have to roll for it. If you fail, you're poisoned for a minute, and you can repeat the save at the end of each of your turns. And then if you succeed, you're basically immune to it for 24 hours. So it's like you get used to it.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Because it's just a passive.
Yeah.
It should be 5 feet or 10 feet. 5 feet. Well, I can see 10 feet.
Nah, 10 feet. If it smells that bad.
Yeah. You can probably smell it from 30 feet away, 40 feet away, but it really just, as soon as you get within that 10 feet radius, you're like, "Ugh."
I thought you were talking about how tall he is.
What?
I thought you were talking about his height.
Oh.
If he smells that bad, he's gotta be 10 feet tall. That's what I thought you were trying to say. Shows how much I've been paying attention.
Noxious aura of rot and death.
The bog devil well, that can be in the that can be in like the flavor text and the description. The abilities you want to keep it a bit more concise. All right, what are the saves looking like for?
Succubus is a 15.
And what's that challenge rating?
4.
Yeah, 15 sounds good.
Barb Devil's 13, and that's 5. Balgura 13. Since he's a little more on there, yeah. The Cambion is 14. So yeah, so like 13 to 15, depending on what you want. I'm thinking, I feel like 14 or 15. I don't know. I like them both. It also depends on what kind of spells and abilities we get. Yeah, I'm fine with the 15 on that. Poison for 1 minute. Yep.
All right. Awful stench. The bog devil emits a noxious aroma around it. Any creature that enters within 10 feet of it must succeed on a DC 15 Constitution saving throw or become poisoned for 1 minute. The creature can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns, ending the effect on a success. On a success, the creature is immune to the stench from any bog devil. Immune to the stench from any bog devil for the next 24 hours. How's that?
I like that.
Alrighty.
There we go. Okay. So I think that's good for passive stuff.
All right. Would the bog devils be carrying weapons of any kind? Because like bearded devils tend to carry glaives.
No.
Maragon have halberds and crossbows.
I don't think so. I think it'd be more like weird, gross stuff. Bog related things, more innate abilities rather than actual weapons.
Such as?
No. Well, I'm thinking. Well, first off, it should definitely get multi-attack. It could have some kind of. Well, one, I like that stinky cloud idea, or not a stinky cloud, but like a smog thing, where it just like basically makes the area heavily obscured. I do like that one. But then also, if it has long, creepy fingers, it could be like a slam attack or that kind of attack, or it could be like a poison breath. It could shoot some kind of acid spit. It could, it could. What if it just vomits up bog water at you? Disgusting bog water. And you have to. It does damage, does necrotic damage, and then you have to say or survive a saving throw, or you get half movement speed. You're just all covered in thick bog water. It's so gross and creepy.
It is gross and creepy, but I think I like more poison than necrotic. Just more.
Oh yeah. You can still do poison. Poison, acid, necrotic, any of those. But more of the vibes. I kind of like the idea of it.
That could be a little cone attack it can do.
Yeah.
On a recharge.
Yep.
But what's its basic melee attack?
Yeah. Erica, do you think this thing is going to be smacking things? Is it going to have a weapon and hitting things? Is it going to be biting? Is it going to be...
Because I could see
If it has long fingers,
Yeah.
piercing.
Oh, yeah. Just the fingers come together and
Like a mantis.
just jabs.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
So it's got mantis claws then.
No, it's...
Not quite. It's just got long fingers that it can just...
Yeah. I like how it's looking, by the way. It's gross.
Thanks.
But yeah, so... more like just long arm, like normal arms, but then it just like its fingers come to a point and it's stabbing. It's got long fingers or something.
See, that's all that I figured those could be like vents. See,
Mandibles.
See, like that. See.
Yeah, let me see. I like that. And that's where the smog comes out of.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a possibility. Or we could just give it a claw attack.
Honestly, just looking at what Erica's drawing, I feel like this is less of Minaros, less of the swamp, and more of
Craggle. Rocks.
and more of the more like I believe it was Malbolge. That formed a pile of hundreds of miles thick. The randomly tilted and ill-fitting blocks were honeycombed with angular passages and caverns, causing non-flying travelers to frequently need mountaineering skills and risk avalanches. Stinking clouds of vapor rose up from the depths and lit the sky with the color of blood, causing cosmologists to speculate that the blocks of Malbolge may have rested on an infinite sea of lava. So I feel like this is less like I feel like this is less like a swamp creature. And hear me out, because it's like, I know we kind of did that gross swamp fae already. That really gross swamp
the
fae.
swamp guy.
What if this is a devil? Because we wanted something that's a bit more intelligent. What if this is a devil that is like an incarnation of the pollution of like industry? So like smokestacks and black smog and choking fumes. So because you have like the vents on there, what if rather than just like stinky gas, it's literally just toxic fumes, like burning smokestacks and sulfur. So rather than
these ones is more like
rather than, well, no. Like you don't need the smokestacks. I mean just the smoke. I don't literally mean putting smokestacks, but the smoke coming out of it is like those of a smokestacks. It's choking pollutants and stuff. So it's rather than just gross swamp devil, this is a devil that would love to make a pact with a titan of industry. I can give, it's like just imagine, like, look at that face. I'm gonna bring it on to stream if that's okay, Erica.
Yeah, it's all good.
Look at that face. All right, so you see that face, and you just imagine, just like, oh, you are out of black powder. I could give you some if you wish, for a price. All the black powder your tired, desecrated army could ever need. And so, something like that. So their theme is less about just like stinky swamp stuff, and they're more like they act almost like an oil baron.
So it looks more like a charred corpse or slate covered thing, or like a. Or should they look more oily?
I think it can vary.
Very.
I think as long as they're either like they could be like a.
We did create a similar vibe to that, I feel like.
Yeah, we already created an oil creature.
Yeah, there was also not only that, there was that elemental that we made. That what was that elemental? It was like an ash elemental. What was it?
There was a wooden one, a tree.
That one was
the
cool.
Twisted Marionette. Well,
yeah.
I'm not saying it is actually oil. What I'm saying is the personality is like that of an oil baron.
Oh, I see.
It's not actually oil. It is still soot and smog.
Well, if they're going and making deals with people, then they definitely need to be able to cast Alter Self.
Yeah, disguise self and
disguise self to make them look normal and human.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if they're going out of there to do that, then they also have to
make it look like this.
Like a Cambion as well, they have to have the ability to cast
to blend in. But
yeah, and they should be able to like with a Cambion, for instance, they can cast plane shift, so then they can go to the material plane.
Yeah,
be able to do that.
Yeah. Now that we're not basically just doing like Swamp Monster Devil, I agree with that, because it's like, I don't know. I feel like we've done. This is just me. Like, I know we've done like some more industrial type stuff, but like, I feel like Swamp Monster is the kind of the thing that we've done probably more than the rest, because it's like I can see Spore.
We've done even of both.
Not in my opinion. Doesn't feel like it.
We did do a stinky cloud one of that one dude who already makes deals, the Fey slug creature. He already makes deals with players.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's a Fae thing. But my point is, he was literally a swamp monster.
Yeah.
And so we basically just making him but a devil. I feel like this one, the vibe is different enough if we go the more Titan of Industry smokestack style stuff. Because even though it's still noxious fumes and whatnot, there's a bunch of monsters that have noxious fumes in D&D. But the important thing is that it is the vibe, the aesthetic of it.
There's certainly vibes.
Now, should that stinky cloud only work while he's in his true self form?
I think he should just be able to activate and deactivate it at will.
Because, like, a succubus will actually shapeshift. They don't cast Ultra Cell. And they can't fly while they're shapeshifted. Or Cambions are themselves.
Instead of the Bog Devil, we'll call it the Smog Devil.
It's so different.
Ooh, nice ribs you got going on there.
Thanks.
Yeah, I think, and just keep with the spooky aesthetic, I think it looks like a charred corpse with the skin just seared
Yeah,
black
more like a charred corpse.
and all like carbonized and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty much what you're having right there.
Yeah.
Yes, Erica, to answer your question, that is what a charred corpse looks like.
She asked it in Morse code via each eye.
I'm just having fun.
I'm just a girl in this world. Okay, I like that. Yeah, choking smog. Yeah, keep the DC 15.
Alrighty.
Still poison? Yeah.
Yeah. There we go.
I wanted him to look symmetrical because that's unsettling.
All right. So now with that, what is this guy's main attack?
Well, do you want to do the spell casting or no?
Yes, let me pull up a thing just to see how it's formatted in there. So we'll go like that. Monsters, succubus, create. Using that as like a base, just so I can see.
Not the succubus, it's the Cambion.
Oh, it's Cambion. Oh, okay. And see where it puts like the spell casting and stuff. Okay, so it looks like the spell casting is under actions. So that's probably why a lot of our homebrew stuff with the spells has been really weird. So you want to put it under actions right here. So
Okay.
keep it, but you see what I'm saying? Look at this. Look at how that is programmed.
The heck? Why?
It's because D&D Beyond has its own encounter thing now. So if you want to be able to do that, you have to freaking get a PhD.
Know how that works, right?
Yeah, but this is pretty good. So I'm okay with them having alter self, because alter self is not disguise self. Alter self is they actually do physically change.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you reach out and touch them, so alter self, I am okay with. So let's give them. Let's see, what is. Okay.
I like that.
Spell save. What is
15?
Yeah, what is the charisma of...
I think their strength should be a little lower and their dex should be a little higher.
Yeah. 15. All right. So alter self. I do like, yeah. And then we've got.
Command is good still.
Well, let's take.
And then plane shift is good on self.
Yeah. But let's take a look at some more spells. Well, I think we should swap out command, not because it's bad.
Not fitting.
It's just
That's why we want to do something different.
yeah, I want to be different because then it's just a Cambion with gas.
Yeah. Yep.
So it has command, but it casts it at level 3. The Cambion does. Ooh, I think it should give a once a day instead of a dominate person. We give it blight.
A blight?
Blight. Blight. A creature that you can see within range makes a Constitution saving throw, taking 8d8 necrotic damage on a fail save, or half as much on a successful one. A plant creature automatically fails the save. Alternatively, target a non-magical plant that is a creature such as a tree or shrub. It doesn't make a save. It simply withers and dies. And just keep it at its normal level, 4th level.
Okay. I like that idea.
I don't know how to draw burnt skin, but this is fun. Texture.
So yeah, actually that one, given that it's only a 4th level spell, because like the plane shift is a very high level spell, but the main thing is the dominate person is
8th level just lets it last for 8+ hours.
oh, that's what it okay because I was like I thought it let it no, that's a different one. I thought it let you target.
No, you
Target
get it
one.
and then they
Okay.
no, it just lasts longer.
All right, so once a day.
Succubus gets the same thing, just a succubus can just do it as an ability
Yeah.
rather than once a day.
So I think Blight is a pretty good one. And of
Yeah,
course,
just a 4th level blight.
yeah. And of course, instead of doing the I guess we could just do this, Andrew. Actually, for the once a day thing, instead of just doing the normal, like the recharge on the 5 or 6, like like I feel like Cloud Kill, having him concentrate on Cloud Kill. You create a 20-foot radius sphere of yellow-green fog centered on a point within range. The fog lasts for the duration or until strong wind, such as one created by gust of wind, disperses it, ending the spell. Its area is heavily obscured, so you get that. Each creature within the sphere makes a Constitution saving throw, taking 5d8 poison damage on a failed save or half as much damage on a successful one. The creature must also make the save when the sphere moves into its space and when it enters the sphere or ends its turn there. A creature makes a save only once per turn. The sphere moves 10 feet away from you at the start of each of your turns.
Okay.
And so if he's completely immune to poison damage, then he can just sit inside of it.
Yeah.
So that gives him a really cool thing. And then he can have just that, maybe that short range cone attack as his recharge ability.
Okay. To do that instead of Blight?
As a once per day thing, yeah.
I like that.
Cloud Kill?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
Cloud Kill, level 5.
and yeah, so we just get rid of that. All right. Alter Self, we want Detect Magic is okay. But let's get rid of Command first. Conjure Celestial. Just kidding.
That one makes sense.
Yup. Let's see. Do.
Silvery Barbs.
Ugh. Let's see.
Random Madness. Oh. That's double.
Nah, this is tough. Don't need that. Just want something that can give him something cool to do, because he'll have it. We don't just need the damage. The Cloud Kill's different because that's like a big AoE thing. But like we don't. But it's like, I think I would prefer something that gives him some cool utility, survivability, or something, rather than just damage, inflict wounds. Nah.
Hold person is always a possibility, but that could be just mean, because then it's auto crit.
I mean, yeah, if it's within melee range, but I don't know if hold person fits the vibe of this guy. I feel like this guy, I don't know why, but I'm seeing you trying to run away, but the smoke is just ever present, and you're just dying from like inhaling smoke, basically smoke inhalation. And so it's like he wants you to try to run, and he knows you can't. And so I don't know. That's
Mirror
kind of
image.
Ooh.
Because then it's just like the smog makes him hazy and hard to tell.
I like that. I like mirror image. All right.
Because then it makes it a lot harder to kill too.
Yeah. All right. So we got mirror image
As a possibility.
as a possibility. Yeah.
Pass without a trace is technically one, but I don't love it.
Blindness, deafness is a decent one. Nice, straightforward. Actually, I think blur.
Ooh.
Would blur work a bit better than mirror image, do you think? Or do you think it should have...
What does blur do again?
It's attack rolls have disadvantage against you, and it's like you're moving in place. Basically what the displacer beasts do, almost, mechanically.
I don't know. I think I like mirror image more.
Yeah, it's got more pizzazz to it.
Also, you don't really see enemies having mirror image.
That is also true.
That's right, because you don't see them. You see the mirror image.
That's how Belden survived.
Yeah, I'm liking mirror image.
That one can't be upcast, can it?
Nope.
I'm going up to the third level spells
but
and
even-
then checking there.
But even then, how it works with monsters, they don't have spell slots. They don't upcast things. It's just they get this spell, and then they can cast it a certain amount of times a day.
But what I mean is the Cambion has a level 3 version of command. So that's why I was asking if it can be upcast.
Yeah, if there's a higher level version of it that we could give it.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think just the base version is good enough with that, especially the fact that he can
I don't think
cast
it even has
twice.
an upcast on it anyways.
It doesn't.
Give it Spirit Guardians. That'd be mean. Man.
Gaseous form.
That does make sense. But it's definitely thematic.
Well, let's see what it does. A willing creature you touch shapeshifts along with everything is wearing, carrying to a misty cloud for the duration. Spell ends on a target if it drops 0 hit points or if it takes a magic action to end the spell on itself. While in this form, the target's only method of movement is a fly speed of 10 feet, and it can hover. The target can enter and occupy the space of another creature. Target has resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing damage. It has immunity to prone condition, and has advantage on strength, dexterity, constitution saving throws. The target can pass through narrow openings, but it treats liquid as though they were solid surfaces. The target can't talk or manipulate objects, and any objects it was carrying or holding can't be dropped, used, or otherwise interacted with. Finally, the target can attack or cast spells. Not very useful, but very thematic.
Very thematic. Yeah, I like mirror image.
Yeah. And then the other, we wanted to keep alter self. Detect magic. Do we want to keep that or give it something else?
Let me just see here real quick. No, not that. Okay. I'm just checking to see if fast friends would be good or not, but no. Let's see. Is it just a standard one?
Just a standard what?
Detect magic. That can't be upcast, right?
No. Nope.
That's a first level spell, isn't it?
Yeah.
Cool kind of language. Detect magic. Poison. That's no. He said it whispers to store value. Divine favor. Snaring and tangle. Fire, false life. All find familiar. So far, I'm not seeing any that would be a better replacement.
Yeah, let's just leave it for now.
Smart, illusory's gift.
All right. It doesn't need any special bonus actions or reactions. So like I said, it's a lower level, relatively lower level one. So it doesn't need any special ones right there.
Yeah. No legendary
No
actions.
legendary, no mythic. And of course, no lair. So just going to clear those out. All right. So I'm thinking instead of a instead of like that kind of piercing.
Uh-huh.
What if it like what if it coalesces some of its smog into a blade that it slashes with, and it does slashing and poison damage?
I like that. What do you think of that, Erica?
I'm undoing everything I did. Luckily, I drew normal hands before.
Oh my gosh, that upper body looks amazing.
Well, it it doesn't need to be like he's holding a sword with it. Like it could literally just be like an arm blade almost.
Well, I wasn't gonna have him hold anything. He's just like.
But
Why are you running? Why are you running?
Let's make a deal. Yeah. Okay.
so
I
so
won't buy.
that's one thought for his melee attack.
Yeah.
I don't think he would have any ranged attacks that are attack rolls. They'd be more the saving throw things like that cone attack is his ranged
That's what I
option.
think. Yeah.
So yeah. Do you have any other ideas on what his melee attack would be?
So we got the first idea of clawing, but then we also got the idea of coalescing the smog and using that to cut. I think I prefer that, honestly. I like that.
Yeah. Just summoning a scythe.
Soot blade. What would you call that, though? The
Or maybe they just tend to carry like daggers or short swords because they like getting up close and personal, and the smog coalesces around it as they slash with it or stab with it.
I think I like the first idea more, rather than actually having it. He's too proud and uses his own abilities to his own advantage. He doesn't need those little things. What does a Cambion's actual attacks look like?
They've got a fire bolt type deal.
Claw, fire ray. Oh yeah, just claw and fire ray. Who attacks using claw or fire ray in any combination? You just call it coalescing blade.
Coalescing blade.
Make it a black dragon.
Just so I can get the
The breath attack.
yeah. Ew. Nah, I'm not copying that.
No, yeah. You can't copy him anymore.
It's so dumb.
You can copy it from the basic thing rather than the behind the scenes, and then just change it. Yeah, pull out the black dragon.
Now we can do that in a bit. Argest +6 to hit. 2d8 +4. So he's
The
more
Camion
dexterous.
Cambion does like a 1d8 plus 2d6 fire for the claw, and then 3d6 fire.
I was thinking with the coalescing blade, it does like he's pretty dexterous, right? So we're thinking like 18 dex.
I was thinking 20 because the Cambion has 18. But then give him 16 strength.
All right, so it'd be. I'm thinking 1d6 plus 5 for the blade slashing. Slashing damage plus
Maybe 2d8 poison.
2d8 poison. Yep, you read my mind. All right. Then
Can you zoom in once on your screen so I can see a little easier?
so needy. Ah,
Okay. So maybe a plus. Is it +7 to hit? Reach
reach 5
5
feet.
feet.
Yeah, he's medium.
One target.
And yeah, what should the hit modifier be?
7.
7?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then what is the average of that?
Yeah,
3.5, 8.5.
for the slashing. I guess we can go to 9.
9.
Okay. And what about the 2d8?
So 5,
Oops.
10. Right? Did I do that right?
Yeah, should be. All right.
I rubbed my eye. Now one of my watermelons is missing its seeds.
No.
Seedless watermelon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it looks more like a Trix.
No.
I love it. All right. So next one, smog vent or burning vent, ventilation.
It doesn't really burn in the traditional sense, but I see what you're going with.
Yeah.
I feel like
yeah.
this one should be like either a cone or a straight line.
I feel like there's a lot more cones. The straight line's kind of interesting. Just, but I mean, cone also makes sense. Or you could just do an area of effect around him. Just a.
I mean, he's already got that with his passive and the stinking cloud.
Fair. Yeah. So I think, yeah, cone or a straight line would be better.
Interesting.
Or maybe it's just or maybe he just picks a target rather than it being an AoE effect, since once again he already has cloud kill. It's just he picks a target to surround in choking gases to see if he can incapacitate them.
And what would the other effect be if they fail the saving throw, apart from damage?
Incapacitated.
Okay, okay. Make him actually incapacitated.
Yeah.
I like that.
And that's
Okay.
where the coughing fit comes in.
Yeah, okay. I like that. And remind me, incapacitated, what does it do? You can't take any action or bonus action or reaction. Your concentration is broken. You can't speak. And then surprise, which that doesn't make an effect. I like that. Do we give him and you don't get immunity to it.
Oh yeah, because it's an action. It's not a passive.
Yeah.
Typically, for the most part, it's only like passives and like extra abilities that you get immunity. But yeah, this one wouldn't be immunity because it's full on just concentrated on you.
Suffocating cloud.
Because it's one thing to get immunity to like the noxious fumes and whatnot, almost like immunity to poison and whatnot. But it's another thing that's basically saying I gain immunity to being choked out. It's not just you're breathing poison, it's you're not breathing air either.
Right.
What about suffocating vortex?
Vortex.
Plume.
Plume. I like plume more.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah. Suffocating plume. I like that a lot. Should it be on a recharge 5 or 6 or 4 through 6? Half chance or a 30%, 33% chance?
Ooh, that is a good question. But one of the things is this is really its only real ranged ability.
Which is why I'm thinking 4,
And-
5, or 6.
Yeah. Recharge 4 to 6.
That way it has a 50% chance to get it back every turn.
Yeah. The Smog Devil chooses a creature within
60 feet.
60 feet. Target with a concentrated
Cloud of smog.
cloud of its toxic
Gases.
gases. The creature must succeed a DC 15 Constitution saving throw or take
3d8 poison.
I feel like on a recharge ability it'd be a bit more, especially since there's no guaranteed modifiers.
I mean, the fact that it has the incapacitated, though, is where it balances out. Should it take the damage no matter what, and then...
Well, it takes just half damage on a success.
Okay, okay. .3d8 or... We could do 3d10.
3d10.
Three d10 poison damage. Waited for 1 minute.
For 1 minute. 1 minute.
As you enter a vicious
As you
coughing fit.
Enter a vicious coughing fit and begin suffocating. There we go. And then can
Reroll at the end of each of its turns.
saving throw at the end of each of its saving throw at the end of each of its turns.
Ending the effect on a success.
The effect on a success. And then yeah.
If it succeeds the initial, or you gotta put or takes half damage on a success.
A success, take half damage only.
Yep. Okay. And then that would be what, 18 average?
Yeah, just about. Because it's like, oh, that's a lot of damage, but then you think about, it's also poison damage, which is fairly easy to get resistance to. A lot of playable races, I believe, have access to
resistance to poison. Yeah. And then I would definitely give it multi-attack.
Oh yeah.
I can do 2 coalescing blades, or 1 coalescing blade and 1 suffocating plume.
Actually, that is a thing. If something requires a saving throw, that is never included in multi-attack.
Oh really?
Yeah, because the same reason you don't do the dragon's claws and a breath attack. Usually, something that requires a saving throw, if there's not an attack roll with it, is not part of that thing.
In that case, he can attack 6 times.
Now, I think because you have to look at he'll be concentrating on spell. He'll have mirror image up. So this guy isn't, because you have to remember, this is, you're used to playing at the high single-digit level mark at this point. That's what you're used to. Imagine fighting this as a level 3 party.
It'd be terrifying.
Exactly. He is a boss fight for a level 3 or 4 party.
Yeah. A big boss fight.
Yeah.
Well, that 8d8 might have just straight up... Or no, that's 5d8 for the cloud kill.
Yeah. And once again, not the hardest DC to beat.
And the cloud kill is pretty easy to get out of.
There we go. And we can add the description later. But let's take a look at that. So, Dex 20, 14 strength. I feel like he's pretty withered, so he's not weak, but he's not like weak. He's definitely above average strength, but he ain't gonna be going toe to toe even with like a level 1 barbarian, in terms of an arm wrestling match.
Right. Dude, Cambion's getting an AC of 19.
There we go.
Okay.
14 strength, 20 dex, 17 constitution, 15 intelligence, 14 wisdom, 17 charisma.
Okay. I like that.
All right. He is immune to poison.
And acid.
I feel like resistant to acid, not fully immune.
Yeah.
And resistant to fire.
Yep. And then he's immune to being
Immune to being
poisoned.
Poisoned. And I feel like he would have blind sight because he's constantly surrounded by his own smoke and whatnot. I feel like he'd have blind sight a little ways out.
Yeah, I
so
think
he's
he'd have
immune to
blind
being
sight.
blinded. Let's see. Charmed, deafened, exhausted, frightened, grappled, incapacitated, invisible, paralyzed, petrified, prone, restrained, stunned, unconscious. Nope. No more.
No, not those other ones.
Nope. Alrighty. Passive perception, I believe, would just be 12 with that wisdom score. Does he? Does he get any other initiative bonus, or just based off his
No.
dex? Just the
I
5.
think just based off of dex, yeah.
Okay.
And then armor, maybe 17?
I feel like
because he's dexterous.
I feel like 16 or 17.
I feel like 17 because he's very dexterous. Cambions have 17. Other devils of that range have around 15 to 17.
Well, you also have to remember, Cambions are also like beefier and actually do wear armor sometimes.
I know.
So I feel like 16 works a bit better for this guy.
16?
I feel like I don't know why
It's higher than a succubus.
My heart is telling me
Less than a night hag.
My heart is telling me 16.
Night hags have 17. Tanaruk have 14.
I don't know. I feel 16 in
15,
my
15,
heart.
15. Yeah, I'm okay with 16. I'm okay with that.
All right. And then
I was kind of on the fence about it. Oh yeah, you got to do the hit points.
Oh yeah. Well, he is a medium creature, so
I say try to get around like 60
D8
to 70.
Yeah.
That's what a lot of the equivalent ones are at. Night hags have a lot more. They're at 112. Succubus have 71. Barb devils have 110. Okay, it's all over the place. 85. I feel like he's not the hardest to kill, but he's just scary effects wise, you know? Which I think in like 70 health.
I got 75 on this one with so it's 75 by doing, what was it, 14 D8 plus 12. D8 plus 12.
Cool.
There we go. And then, of course,
Is he proficient with any saving throws? No, he's already got the magic resistance. I think that's fine.
yeah. That's an encounter one. No, that's just a table. Here it is. Okay. So hit points, it's got 75.
Armor class 16.
Yeah, hold on. Its constitution was 17. Bring that back down to 75. There we go. Armor class 16. Uses saves. Yes, the save is 15. Damage per round.
The most you could do in a single round is 38. average. If you're just doing attack.
Yeah, because it's like, I feel like it has some burst damage too, but it's got 1 immunity. Save proficiency 0 to 2. And magic resistance. And it's got stench, technically.
What if you change its health to 60? What would the challenge rating be?
Six. This is the 2014 version of it, though, not because they did revamp challenge
How it works?
rating. Yeah.
Still good for a general idea, though.
Yeah. It's offensive challenge rating because this also does not take into account its spells.
Right.
I think 5 or 6. What's the Cambion?
5.
I'd say 5. I don't think this is gonna.
I think this is
on
scarier
par.
than a Cambion.
You think so?
I mean, well, no, it's
dominate
pretty much on
person.
par.
Dominate person is terrifying
Yeah.
because it's one thing to be fighting this guy who takes
Well,
one of
actually,
your.
I was wrong. Cambions have 105 health.
Yeah, because it's one thing. It's one thing to take a. For this guy to take one of your party members out of the fight by incapacitating them. It's a whole other one to have the Cambion sick one of your party members on you. That's a whole nother level.
Yeah.
Because they're not just out of the fight. You've got a ridiculously powerful enemy bearing down on you now.
That's fair. Should we increase the health at all, or should we keep it at the 75?
Yeah, I feel like they're not very beefy.
That's fair.
I'm just thinking like a dwarf with a hammer could really go to town on this guy if he got close enough. And that way at higher levels you can throw like 2 or 3 of them at them. If they're like a level 10 party, you can have like a big scary boss devil with maybe like 2 of these guys as lieutenants.
Right.
Okay.
I feel like challenge rating 5 is pretty decent.
We have done it.
Now, languages.
Languages.
I think it should speak Infernal, Common, and Abyssal.
Why would it speak Abyssal?
Because Cambions speak Abyssal, and it's making deals with whoever
Yes.
it wants to.
Yes, but Cambions are these guys on the front line of the Blood War?
No.
Because Abyssal is demons, that's their language,
Yeah.
and these guys would despise them, but could also be good for spycraft.
Succubus also know Infernal, or yeah. Would it have telepathy like some of these other devils, or no?
Nah.
Yeah, no.
It's already got blind sight.
A lot of these speak Abyssal. Maybe it just speaks Abyssal just to curse them, you know?
Possibly. Or maybe it's a spycraft thing. 30-foot blind
Yeah,
sight.
I feel like yes, they should be able to speak Abyssal.
Yeah. What's its walk speed? Just 30?
Very dexterous, so maybe 40. Because it can't fly or anything. It's very fast and wily.
Yep. There we go. All done. All right. That took a lot longer than I expected, but I like having it much more open-ended like that.
Yeah, it's fun. Should we give it like any skills? Like for instance, like deception, bonuses to deception and persuasion and things like that. Camion gets it.
I feel like this guy would get
Deception, definitely.
deception.
Maybe plus 6 as well.
Yeah,
That's what Cambions get is 6.
Well, yeah, it's really weird when the calculating the proficiency bonuses on these.
Yeah, it's kind of just all over the place.
So, okay, so it's charisma. All right, with its charisma being 17, that means the base value would be 3. So the additional bonus 6. So let's see.
Wouldn't that put it at 9?
Yeah, I'm more just like
Playing with it.
seeing, yeah.
You have to save the changes.
Yeah, I'm more just seeing how it affects
How it looks.
Yeah. All right. Deception plus 9. Yep. Okay.
Okay, cool. So 3 plus 3.
Yep. All right. Also, I think it should.
Its stealth could be plus 8. And then any other skills? You could do perception.
No, I'm thinking intimidation. Yeah, remember devils. Their
Yeah,
charisma.
I think intimidation is good.
And then, I think, given the fact that this guy is, I feel like, given the fact that he's a devil, devils are typically proficient in charisma saving throws, and since he's literally basically half made of toxic gases, constitution saving throws.
Yeah.
And we'll see how much that adds. Yeah. Plus 6 to con saves and charisma saves.
For Cambions, I just like to use them as a reference. They get proficiency in strength, con, intelligence, and charisma.
Yeah, these guys I feel are
A little more straightforward.
inferior.
Yeah, I think just the constitution and the charisma is good.
They might have some nasty tricks up their sleeves, but in a 1v1, the Cambion will probably win.
Right.
There we go. Fixed it. Yeah. Perfect.
Like it. I like it.
Beautiful.
Mock devil.
But yeah, that took about 2 hours, so I think that's the only monster we're going to be making today.
Right. Yeah, let's see. Well, go through it. Let's go through it just to make sure we didn't miss anything.
Well, we can't have missed anything, but...
I know. I
let
just
me
want to
see.
hear it.
Yeah.
I just want to hear it.
There you go. All right, the Smog Devil, a medium fiend devil, lawful evil. An AC of 16, +5 to initiative, average of 75 health, and a speed of 40 feet. 14 strength, 20 dex, 17 constitution with a +6 saving throw, 15 intelligence, 14 wisdom, and 17 charisma with a +6 saving throw. It gets a +6 to deception and intimidation and a +8 to stealth. It is resistant to acid and fire damage. It is immune to poison damage and to the blinded and poisoned condition. It's got a blind sight out to 30 feet and a passive perception of 12. It knows Abyssal, Common, and Infernal. It is CR5. Its traits, it's got magic resistance. The Smog Devil has advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects. And Choking Smog. The Smog Devil emits noxious fumes around it. Any creature that enters within 10 feet of it must succeed on a DC 15 Constitution saving throw or become poisoned for 1 minute. The creature can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns, ending the effect on a success. On a success, the creature is immune to the stench from any Smog Devil for the next 24 hours. Actions. Multi-tech. The Smog Devil can make 2 Coalescing Blade attacks. Coalescing Blade, melee weapon attack, +7 to hit, reach 5 feet, 1 target. On a hit, it does 1d6 +5 slashing damage, plus 2d8 poison damage. Next, you have Suffocating Plume. On a recharge of 4 to 6. The Smog Devil chooses a creature within 60 feet to target with a concentrated cloud of its toxic gases. The creature must succeed on a DC 15 Constitution saving throw or take 3d10 poison damage and become incapacitated for 1 minute as you enter a vicious coughing fit and begin suffocating. The creature can reroll the saving throw at the end of each of its turns, any of the effect on a success. On a success, take half damage only. Spellcasting. The Smog Devil casts one of the following spells requiring no material components, and using Charisma as the spellcasting ability. Spell save DC 15. Twice a day, it can cast Alter Self, Mirror Image, and Detect Magic, and once a day, it can cast Cloud Kill and Plane Shift on itself only.
I like that.
That's a fun monster.
Yeah, I like it a lot. Erica, how's your drawing coming along?
It's done.
Yay, I want to see.
I forgot that you couldn't. Oh boy. Oh boy.
I love your drawings that you do while we do this.
I went a little bit crazy. Just a little bit.
Oh dear.
Oh my gosh. That is beautiful.
Oh my gosh.
Man,
Look at that.
Look at that. That is a charred corpse. I love that. It's so gross. I love that you can see its bones partially coming out. Like, you just, oh my gosh, that is so good. That is so good, Erica.
Oopie.
All right. I think I have a new favorite drawing. Actually, no, the Abyssal Weaver is still my favorite, but this one's a very close second.
All right. That is
I love that.
incredible. Alrighty, but I think since we are getting pretty late into the night, we are going to end the stream there. Okay. Well, thank you to everybody who is watching, lurking, or otherwise. And of course, thank you to Tabletop Audio for allowing us to use this background music just to add a little bit of extra pizzazz and flair.
I couldn't hear it, but it's beautiful anyway.
And of course, thank you to our patrons, D-Fourtress and Brennan. Your continued support means the world to us. So, yeah, just thank you from the bottom of our hearts. And if you want to help support the channel, feel free to support us on Patreon. All the links will be down below in the basically on like the YouTube side. That's where the links are. I'm like, which website was it? On the YouTube side. So you can find us on YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. And yeah, that is pretty much going to be all from us.
Check out our website for some cool merch.
Right, but of course, wish you all a good night. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.